So, Kazuma Okamoto or Munetaka Murakami, who's the better fit for the Yankees? We've known about Murakami for quite a few years now. He's the big power bat on the lefty side, right? But there are a couple things that need to point out. Obviously, he plays first base and third base. He's barely an average defender, but he has an elevated strikeout rate. Okay, he's at almost 29% a K rate, and when it comes to off speed, he's in the 40s, closer to 50. So translate that up, you come to the majors, that stuff gets amplified. He might be at a 40% strikeout rate. People are worried about Spencer Jones and a high strikeout rate. This guy's high strikeout rate can be even higher. So it's just something to keep in mind. It feels like a home run or bust type of guy here. And plus, like I said, he's a mediocre defender at first and third. So, and he's probably going to require a commitment of 8 to 10 years at a pretty high salary. So something to keep in mind. Now, Kazuma Okamoto, on the other hand, he had a 19% strikeout rate when he first came in about 7 years ago. Now he's down to 11%. He's pure contact guy. He also bats from the righty side. He also plays first base and third base like Murakami, and he plays the outfield. So he's got positional versatility, but he's a pure contact guy. And pure contact guys tend to run into power more frequently than the pure power guys because they strike out like a heck of a lot less, right? Relative to their production. Now, that's a good bat that we could use here in the Yankees, right? Especially with positional versatility. We need several contact bats here. And again, contact bat guys tend to get ahead in counts. What does that do to pitchers? It puts pitchers behind in counts, right? So forcing them to throw it in the zone, which is what the contact hitters are looking for. And contact hitters either in front of Judge or in between Judge and Stanton or even beyond them are well positioned to continue to do things like the Blue Jays are doing right now to the Dodgers. And like they did with every other team, they bludgeoned pitching with a relentless offense, 1 through 9. Okay? So if I had to choose between the two, it would be Kazuma Okamoto when it comes to the Yankees. I think he's a better fit. I still think Murakami will run into some power at the majors. He'll be a pretty decent bona fide home run hitter. But in terms of overall value for the Yankees, I'm going with Okamoto. He's 29. Murakami's 26. So there's a little bit of an age differential, but it doesn't really matter. This guy's in the prime of his game, and he's just a better fit overall for the Yankees. You let me know what your thoughts are.